If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4".
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tanner Muse with it.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's another carry for Harris. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 1.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the... And oh, he coughed it up! But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Ready, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about this. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chigakonkwo.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Now Matt Rhule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They hand this off to Harris. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this one go deep. knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get this up to about the 44. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Another catch there for Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Ready?
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Black Ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Set. You yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Ready.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,
excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that silly. You said you needed 5. That was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied. Time stuck like Velcro. Georgia.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in the dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was left up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rode the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now.
No biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be, don't got a whip and brag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip, if you ain't gon' rip it or pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you, we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent, bossy predicament. I see no biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. It's bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. By that text and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
About her. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blisters. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, but look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, Probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that